Yes, guys, welcome back to the last episode of Arsenal News Now Today. And obviously, I'm going to speak about Kieran Tierney. That's why I'm a little bit excited. So, I'm going to speak about Kieran Tierney and his contract situation with us. Though he's apparently agreed a 5-year deal. Or a 5-year extension. But we are also going to talk about Emil Smith-Rowe as well, because there are reports that Aston Villa are still knocking on the door to take him away. But I'm very excited for Kieran Tierney. I'm very happy with Kieran Tierney's contract situation and the way it has been handled. So I'm going to speak about that. And then I'll speak about Emil Smith-Rowe. Edin Ketia as well. It's another person we need to talk about in terms of new contracts. Is he going to stay? Is he going to leave? So make sure you do smash the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on the notification bell. And the video is brought to you by OneXBet. Obviously, OneXBet brings you all your latest, betting, betting games and betting tips. So you're gonna bet on any game in the match betting industry. It is OneXBet. Use promo code Cossy Media. You'll be able to redeem up to $130 just in bonuses. So let us get into it. And obviously, it's been Chris Whitley who's been very active in this transfer summer. Very, very active in this transfer summer. And he has said Kieran Tierney has agreed a new 5-year contract with Arsenal, which he will sign in the coming days. Football.London understands there is a belief among those at Arsenal that Tierney will eventually become club captain. That is as per Chris Whitley. And of course, the question that I would like to pose to you in this video: would you take Kieran Tierney as the next Arsenal captain? There's a very big there's a very big debate there on whether he should, on whether he should become captain. Does he have the qualities and so much more? Many people believe, he has the qualities. I don't want to comment about that, but I believe he is a very good player and is a very, very good leader. So, at the beginning of the transfer window, I said, first and foremost, Ed is gonna be very busy, and I meant it, and everybody could see. It was in glass, it was in black and white. Ed was gonna be very busy. You have to bring in almost 6 signings, and 4 of them are priority signings. But also you needed to renew the contracts for players like Kieran Tierney, Emil Smith-Rowe, Edin Ketia, the likes of Mohamed Elneny, the likes of Gratijaka. What do you do with them? Do you let them go, or do you actually renew their contracts? And I think Ed is doing it well. Kieran Tierney is signing a new contract. For me, it's a big update. It's a very big relief. Look, we want so many players to come in. We're looking for midfielders. We're looking for this and that. But it also matters, do you keep your talent? Do you keep your players? Because I think one of the best players at Arsenal right now, actually, it's not a thought, it's a fact. One of the best players at Arsenal at the moment is Kieran Tierney. So if you fail to tie him down to a longer contract, you've had the likes of Napoli have been knocking on the door. I mean Napoli, they're always good at signing players in the old age, but they've come knocking on Kieran Tierney's door. And it's like, what the fuck, what's going on? This is a player that has just signed for Arsenal, not even 3 seasons in. So signing a 5-year contract, there believes that the details of the contract will be released, but there's a belief that the player is going to be earning around 100k or 100,000 pounds a week. That's going to be an increment. I think he deserves it. 100% he deserves it. Apart from the time when he was injured, the rest of the time he was the best Arsenal defender, the most consistent Arsenal defender. I think all the players that have been playing in that defense, he's been most consistent and he's been the most brilliant. Now look, I'm not really saying this because Tierney is signing a new contract. I'm not saying this because of anything like that. I think he's a good player. He speaks on that pitch. He shows that aggressiveness. He's a very, very, very talented young man, and Arsenal need to keep such players intact. So he signed a new contract. What do you think about that? 5 years. That is good. He's 23 years of age. By the time his contract expires, he's 28. By the time, of course, he's 26, I expect Arsenal to give him another 3 years or 4 years to make him stay until 30, and that's it. So let's get into Emil Smith-Rowe. Now, for Emil Smith-Rowe, it's a bit difficult. Sorry for that. It's a little bit difficult with Emil Smith-Rowe. He was the first player to be given a new contract, but he has not signed it as yet, and that's the big, I think that's the big question with it. When will he sign? But because I think he will sign, Fabrizio said the negotiations between Emil Smith-Rowe and Arsenal, a new contract has been tabled before him and his agent, but nothing has been agreed, and the player has actually not penned it down. Villa have been interested. They have come in with a bid of around £25 million. I mean, Villa are crazy, aren't they? We are not selling that boy. We're not selling that boy, Villa. Come on, get your money and go back and look for other players. But look, I think Villa coming in for Emil Smith-Rowe, it only shows you how ready, how ripe he has become as a player. 20 years of age, he has had a massive impact on that Arsenal side. He's been very brilliant. I think in all the players Mikel Arteta has given a chance, he will never regret giving Saka a chance and giving Emil Smith-Rowe a chance. So at a time when we're looking for creative midfielders, attacking midfielders, you have one there. You have Emil Smith-Rowe. I think he can begin the season. Look, I mean, I don't think we can, have him for the whole season, lifting us on our shoulders. That will be a little bit, that will be a little bit so heavy. You've got to give him time to develop. You've got to give him the space to develop as a player. But I believe he's gonna sign a new contract, and Arsenal will, will watch him. I think he's gonna stay with the club. He won't go out on loan, or things like that, and we'll have to watch him on the next, I think, 2 or 3 years to see how he develops. But I believe he's going to become a very important player at Arsenal. So I think he will sign a new contract. He's been given a new contract, but it has not actually been signed. Now, there are also reports that Eddie Nketiah has been given a new contract. However, Arsenal is very open to listening in from offers or listening into offers from any clubs that actually give us the right valuation. And with Eddie Nketiah, like I've already said, you've got to be very careful. You could hurt the feelings of the young man. He's been very loyal. He's a very good Arsenal fan. He's a very good Arsenal player, very young. I don't see him become a great Arsenal player. I don't see him I don't see in him the qualities of a great Arsenal striker, or of a striker that plays in the top 4 tier. But look, he could become a West Ham striker. He could become a mid-table striker. And if anyone is going to give us money, it shouldn't go below £15 million. But for Eddie Nketiah, whether he stays or signs a new contract, it doesn't hurt me. You could as well give him a new contract and let him out. Let him out on to any club for further development, and I won't have any problems with that. So with terms of contract issues, I think that is what's going on. Maybe Mohamed Elneny. Chris Whitley says we have open talks with Mohamed Elneny to extend his contract. Well, I don't understand that. I really don't understand that. But as soon as I get more information, we shall speak about Mohamed Elneny. Smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll speak to you in the next one.